DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Hey, I hope you're well. And it is Wednesday, and I am taking a walk. It was supposed to rain, and it didn't. So I ended up walking around the pond, as I often do. And, well, it was okay. I mean, it's not as exciting, put it that way, as if I'm walking in the countryside. But there's these little guys, and I like them a lot, and that's good. That's just one of the fun things of having a little pond like that just next to us. Oh, what am I going to chat about today? I've been listening to podcasts. I've been walking now for about an hour and a half, and I've been listening to podcasts from Key Life Ministries, so Steve Brown. And of course, the subject of Christmas comes up, doesn't it, often? And it got me to do a lot of reminiscing while I was also walking. And I was thinking, of what are the things that I really, really enjoyed in that Christmas period. We had a carol service, actually, or Christmas service on Sunday afternoon. It was kind of the church Christmas service, and a lot of the songs that we sung they were in French, but they were the same ones that I was singing when I was a young boy in the village of Sutton, that's in Quebec, just next to the Vermont border. And when we got home after it, there was a cookie and tea part after, where you would talk with the people. So Christmas teas and stuff like that, which actually I don't really like Christmas tea that much. Too much cinnamon and cardamom and stuff like that. But when we got home in the early evening, there was a carol service at Oxford in the church which we've been attending online for the last few years now. And then there was a lot of the Christmas carols that we used to sing when I was a young boy again, but this time it brought really back those precious memories. I mentioned it on the tag video, but not all of you watched the tag video. So Christmas Eve, my mom would play the piano, and we would be in our pajamas, and we would we would stand around her while she's playing the piano. There would be the piano here, the Christmas tree would be right beside it, and my dad would he'd take a picture every now and then, but he would listen to us. My dad didn't like singing. He didn't sing very well either. But yeah, and as I mentioned, when I talked about that, is that I come from a mixed family. A mixed family meaning my mom is from the English-speaking part of the eastern townships in Quebec, and my dad is from the French-speaking part, so a bilingual family. Over there, we were treated, and I do not lie, sometimes we were treated like as mixed bloods, in the bad sense of the word, but I won't get into that right now. But where it was, in a way, complicated was because the French part of the family, as I've mentioned before in other vlogs, would have the réveillon, so the midnight mass followed by a meal in the middle of the night. And the English-speaking part of the family, they would have a turkey dinner. Actually, it was all turkey. I mean, if you knew how many times we had turkey in the Christmas period. Anyway, but they had a turkey lunch. So we would all have to go there. So the reason, in other words, one of the reasons we were in pajamas was because we needed to rest up a little bit. And rest up a little bit to get ready for that midnight and overnight period, and we'd come home around 4 o'clock in the morning, probably between 4 and 5, probably closer to 5, and then we'd sleep a little bit. Everybody, we'd get up, we'd separate. We usually open one present before going to church on the Christmas Eve, and then we would open the rest of the presents on Christmas morning. So that was nice. So we had like two sets of time when we would open presents. Yeah. So we would get all the cousins together. You know, that would be, of course, the thing when we were on the French-speaking side of the family. Everybody was still, fit. And then when we'd meet up with my English-speaking side of the family, my family was always like, just kind of walking along and getting through the motions. I remember sometimes we actually even had a meal in the evening, so like at supper. Let me see the birds over here. So we had a meal in the evening at supper, and guess what? It was turkey again. I remember that a few times. Yeah, sometimes it would be ham, but more often than not, it was turkey. I'm no better because this Christmas we're going to have turkey as well. It's just like part of the Christmas period, and also I have a turkey I have one in the freezer. Oh, kind of nice. Look at those birds. Okay, so where am I getting at with this? Just reminiscing. There's no real vlog, I guess. I mean, I know that all of us at the Christmas period, I think especially when you start thinking about that, then you think about those that are not there anymore. My dad, my grandparents. My mom is aging. She's still there, but I mean, we meet her up with her on Skype. But it is different. We're getting older. I mean, now we've got the grandkids. It's not just the kids that come over. So I guess Christmas is a good time for reminiscing in that respect. But, and that is one of the things that I've always appreciated in my family, and I've tried to bring it to my own children, is that Christmas really isn't only about the gifts, is it? If you're a believer in Christ, it's somebody's birthday, so to say. And so there's the whole reminiscing about, Jesus' birth, and going and looking in the church, for example, at the mangers, but basically, I mean, it's also for us, at least in the family, try to think why. So, the reason for the season, let's put it that way. But if you're not a Christian, it's nice to have Christmas anyway, because it's very often it's about relationships, and that is a very, very important thing, isn't it? I mean, where would we be without relationships, without family and friends? And as many of you know, friends, I was going to say, especially for some of us, I mean, friends have become, very much a second family, and sometimes even replace the family that we don't have anymore. So, yeah, it really is a time for taking care of ourselves and of the others. Yeah. So I guess that's it. Yeah. DC will be signing off. Take care, everybody, and I'll leave it to you with, let's see that little bird over there. Oh, two of them now. Isn't that a male and a female? I think it is, actually. Merry Christmas, you guys. Anyway, DC signing off. Take care.